Hello everyone, I'm D-Mind, the mind of one and all, and welcome back to another episode of An Octave Higher. So in the last episode, we left off in another class of exposition. Yes, so much exposition, I love it. Actually I don't, but oh well, hopefully you get through this exposition relatively quickly. Also, Elise joined France in his research as an assistant, and actually found out something while editing a video. I've noticed that back then, during the symposium, when you hear the two representatives for MM talking as Frederic, they mentioned something about a book by Dr. Shelley. If you remember Elise's last name, it's Elise Shelley. So I think it's Elise's mother, or it could be her father, but her father is the one who makes and sells potable water, right? So I think it's her mother. Her mother is Dr. Shelley, maybe? I mean, the spelling's even the same, I think. So yeah, that's something interesting. Alright, let me show you what it's like. Oh yeah, and we're learning about magic systems now, yeah. Franz turns his... Oh wait, I'm with Shelley, Elise right now. Franz turns his back on the students to face the blackboard and starts drawing something. This is the magic system diagram of a simple water dispenser. You can choose whether you want cold water or hot water, and the dispenser will dispense the water you choose. In a real machine, this choice may be represented by the position of a lever. What does that diagram mean? It makes no sense to me. Intelligence summon hot or cold. Hot plus... wait, courage. Yeah, I get it. You just basically summon or nullify courage, yeah. As you can see when the machine is in cold mode, it summons water by using intelligence, and then the heat is nullified from the water. We get cold water as a result. When it is in hot mode, the machine still summons water, but now the water is heated using fire, and we get hot water as a result. That's how we describe a water dispenser, as a magic system that takes intelligence and courage to produce hot water and cold water. I'm still quite confused, but I think Franz's explanation helps a little. After that, Franz continues explaining about magic system, but his explanation makes less and less sense to me. This reminds me of what Ji-Xiang told me yesterday. The magicians in his homeland can cast powerful magic spells, but overtrained scientists know better ways of using magic, as well as practical applications of magic. There's more to magic than just casting spells. What Franz is teaching right now is the science of magic. Ah, finally! It's over. Well, that's the end of today's lesson. The students shuffle out of the classroom weariness evident on their faces. I guess I wasn't the only one who couldn't understand Franz's teaching. Magical science is sophisticated. After all the students have left, I rise from my chair and skip over to Franz. Thank you for the lesson, Mr. Byron. How do you like it? I'm baffled. Sounds about right. We exit the classroom and head to the entrance where we are to meet up with Aretha. I'm still fascinated by everything in this school. This is the first time I've seen so much magic in one place. I would love to take my time looking around, but Franz is walking pretty fast. Well, I understand that everything here is normal to him because he has been seeing it every day for years. Near the entrance we see Aretha already waiting for us, waving her hand energetically as soon as she spots us in the distance. Yoo-hoo! Wait, that's not her voice. Yoo-hoo! Elise! Hi, Aretha. Yo, Aretha. Elise, it's time to go home. Let's go! The glow in Aretha's eyes is as bright as the glow of magic, lighting up her already bright smile. Calm down, Aretha, you scare her away. Elise, come on, let's go! You're even ignoring me now, huh? I'm starting to get jealous. Aretha shocks and turns her face away from Franz. Psh, men, they never pay attention to you when you're nice to them, but when you ignore them, they demand attention. Yeah, right, as if anyone could stop paying attention to someone as loud as you. Just a few seconds ago, Aretha seemed to be upset at Franz, but now they are both laughing. These two have an interesting relationship. I'm going back with Rita now, right? Oh ho ho, unless you want to spend another night with Franz, I wouldn't mind. No, I was just making sure. Just a little bit of advice for you, Elise. For the sake of your sanity, don't take everything Aretha says seriously. Let's go, Elise. Okay. Bye, Franz. What do you mean by bye, Franz? We'll be taking the same omnibus. Aretha takes my hand and leads me out of the school building. Bye, Franz? Franz and Aretha and I sit together on the omnibus, having a small talks along the journey. We talk about everything from Franz and Aretha's activities in school to my work at the factory. Occasionally, Franz and Aretha would tease each other too, which I now understand to be their way of having fun. I used to think that the bourgeois yes, I actually had to look it up because this game used it so many times I actually looked up what it means. The other one is bourgeoisie. French. Basically it means the middle class that has an materialistic values. Which I guess makes sense if the pros hate them, so yeah. The bourgeois despise these pros. Maybe that's not how it is, it's just that there is this social barrier that's preventing the two groups from communicating. For some reason, Franz, Aretha and I are able to get past this barrier. And that reason is probably my magic, because that's the common ground between me trying to fix the piano and Franz's research. Without my magic, I'd still be living at Mason, if not on the street. Magic saved me. This must be the purpose of magic. This must be why this world has magic. Why the world needs magic. Magic gives us hope. Magic is hope. Oh, getting a little bit, I don't know, deep there, maybe? Okay, this is my stop. Franz rises from his seat. Goodbye, ghost. Bye, Franz. Bye, Franz. After the omnibus takes off again, I talk to Rita. You and Franz are really close, almost like a couple. Yeah, we get that a lot, but we aren't a couple. We totally suit each other. Do we? I'm not too sure about that. We're best friends, but I don't think romance will work out for us. Besides, sometimes when you're really close to someone, going into a romantic relationship with them will just feel like a downgrade. Know what I mean? Not really. Have you known him long? Is he your childhood friend? Is high school still childhood? Then yeah. Franz and I met at a conservatoire event in our freshman year. I was hanging out with some of my girlfriends when I noticed Franz standing alone. I thought he was shy or didn't have any friends, so I went up to talk to him. Turned out he found the event incredibly boring and couldn't wait to go home. He's such a sourpuss. Franz has always been like that. It's not like he doesn't have any friends, but he isn't close to most people. I see. That's why I was surprised to find you at his apartment this morning. So that's how it is. Now that I think about it, I didn't see Franz chatting with other students at school. Oh wait, this is Elise. Maybe Aretha is letting me live with her because I'm one of Franz's new few friends. Wait, am I even his friend? We've only got acquainted with each other because of his research. It feels like we've completely put the whole incident with Frederic asking Elise to service him like behind us. But I'm pretty sure it's gonna be brought up the next time we see Frederic. Inevitably. Looks like we arrive. Oh, Franz doesn't live far from here. Nope, he's only one stop away. I follow Aretha off the omnibus. Unlike Franz, Aretha lives in a house. It's nowhere near as high class as Frederic's house, but still luxurious compared to anything you can find in the slums. I used to think that all bourgeois are rich, but there are social classes even among them. It's just not as obvious as the difference between the bourgeoisie and the pros. To us pros though, these people are so far above us that it's hard for us to see any difference between them. Oh come on, there's a clear difference between middle class and rich folk. Though I guess there's like the upper middle class and the lower middle class, so yeah. The first thing I noticed when I entered Aretha's house is the counter and a row of seats lining up against the wall. It struck me as odd. How many people live here that you need a whole row of seats? A door opens and a woman emerges from inside a room. Welcome home, Aretha. Oh, you're bringing a friend over? Hi, Mom. This is Elise. Good evening, ma'am. My name is Elise Shelley. Elise Shelley? It's my pleasure to meet you, Elise. My name is Alanis Blyton. My patients usually call me Dr. Blyton, but you can call me Alanis. Oh, here she's a doctor, as in like an actual doctor that treats patients. Not like a professor that just called Dr. Blyton. Oh well. I think she might have caught on to the Shelley, because like I said, there was a book written by Dr. Shelley. Elise, Alanis has a warm smile. She's very composed, unlike Aretha who is constantly beaming with energy. It's my pleasure to meet you too, Alanis. I think I've forgotten Alanis' voice a bit. Are you a doctor? Yes, I am. Though most likely not the kind of doctor you have in mind. Huh? Don't all doctors heal patients' wounds and cure disease? Not all of them. My healing isn't done with magic. Ah. She smiles softly with a mysterious glimmer in her eyes. I heal people's minds. I'm known as a psychiatrist. Oh. I see, alright. A psychiatrist? At least, do you know about magic systems? I just learned about them a couple of hours ago. Yes, kind of. What do you think would happen to a system if one of its components broke? Oh, I know this one. If it happened in my chassis machine, I'm sure the whole system would stop functioning. Well, that's not always. Never mind. Aretha wanted to say that some machines are equipped with a failsafe that keeps the most important functionality working even in the event of a failure. But generally speaking, at least you are correct. The system will not be working as intended if a component failed. A human being is also a system, and that system starts with the mind. So when the mind breaks down, we have to do something about it. We study magic as science, and science is rational, but as long as there is human element in magic, it will never be completely rational, because humans are irrational. To some extent. Now, in order to fully understand magic, we must understand the human mind. And so you study the human mind? That is correct. Wow, that's interesting. We both fall silent as I try to grasp the meaning of Alanis' explanation. Aretha breaks the silence after a while. Mom, Elise doesn't have a home. Can I keep her, please? I like the way Aretha talks. It feels like I'm a stray cat that she found on the street. She's cute. Doesn't have a home? Aretha explains my circumstances to her mom. Ha 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 ha. Hearing her daughter's explanation, Alanis breaks into laughter, losing the cool composure she been keeping until now. Oh, I'm sorry. At least I think of all people I think you of all people should understand exactly what I was saying about irrationality. Huh? Trying to revive a broken piano? You realize that all science we know to this day doesn't agree with that line of reasoning, don't you? But that is exactly why the human mind is interesting. Humanity never stands still because there's always people like you who aren't afraid to challenge common sense. Anyway, we have to have a spare bedroom, so I personally would be happy to take you in our home. Welcome home, Elise Shelley. Thank you very much. Yay! I wouldn't live here as a freeloader, as a research assistant and get salary from the school, so I'll pay my living expenses. My, I wish my daughter would say something like that. But I don't have an income yet. Elise, Aretha, why don't you show Elise to her room? Okie dokie. Aretha shows me to her room. Alright, looks kind of like Franz's room, except they took out some of the furniture. Ta-da! Here it is. The room isn't big, but it's 100 times more hospitable than Mason's attic. Its floor is sparkling white and the bed is very cozy, unlike the bed in my old room. that's only marginally more comfortable than the floor. This is really nice. Why don't you take a rest for a few minutes? I'll call you when it's time for dinner. Aretha? Yeah? I haven't seen your dad. Is he still at work? Ahaha, I don't have a dad. Oh, I'm sorry. No, don't be. My mom told me that my father left shortly after I was born. That's why I don't have a dad. I see, so it's not because his dad died. We just found a major plot twist. Aretha is a man. Oh god. So it's not because his dad died. That means Aretha and I were both abandoned by our fathers. That makes me feel closer to... Oh my god, she's both! She's a man and a woman. To her somehow. Well, do take some time to wind down. If you want to take a shower, there's a towel in the wardrobe. Ah, but you need mana to turn on the shower. It's okay, I drank a potion at the laboratory this morning. Okay, you should be all set then. Talk to you later. You need mana to turn on the shower? Damn. I sat on the bed and stared out the window. I tried to relax like Aretha told me, but my mind keeps wandering about. I remember visiting the school for the first time today, seeing its many enchanting magic machines. I think about casting my magic on the torn paper, and wonder if I could be useful for Franz's research. I remember studying in class for the first time, listening to Franz talk about magic systems, even though more than half of what he was saying went completely over my head. I think about Aretha and her mom, and what her mom told me. Magic, even as science, isn't completely rational because humans are irrational. A little bit later, Aretha calls me for dinner. Aretha, Alanis and I have a long conversation over dinner, mostly about my life before I met Franz. I also tell them about how I was abandoned by my parents. Hearing my story almost drives Aretha to tears, whereas Alanis seems to be particularly interested, asking me questions about my family. Aretha and I go back to my room after dinner and chat for hours until Alanis comes in and tells us to go to bed. As I close my eyes and wait for sleep to come, I realize that today is the first time in so many years that I can sleep in a nice bed like this. It's funny, yesterday I thought I spent the night sleeping on the street somewhere. 2 days ago, I still thought that my 16th birthday would be my first day as a prostitute. But then the son of a lord took me for a prostitute. I got mad and ran away and decided to never go back to Maison de Beauvoir. It's strange, but somehow, my life got better because he treated me like the kind of girl I thought I would have to become. So now you're grateful for Frederic? I guess to some extent, but still, I bet you're still a bit mad at him. It makes me wonder, is Frederic really as bad as the lords who visit Maison every night? He only thought I worked at Maison de Beauvoir because he had seen me there. I guess it's reasonable to assume that any young girl seen near Maison is a prostitute. Do I hate Frederic? You're gonna give me the choice? Damn! Let's see. Yeah, let's see here. I don't hate Frederic. Come on, we're trying to support Frederic here. Frederic was wrong for assuming that I was a whore and asking me to. But I can't say I hate him. The next time I see him, I will talk to him and explain that while it's true that I used to live at Maison, I never worked there. I'm sure he'll understand. Hopefully he does. I don't want... Why if Frederic just goes, I don't care how I chew, and be like, what? And then he just mess it up again. Frederic, don't. Are we playing as Frederic now? It's been a while since we played as him. Fire Day, not Friday. Alright, so we got Fire Day. Alright, a new day. 29 Sextilis AM 3:13. Yep, we are Frederic. It's been a while since we got back to you. Stupid, stupid, stupid. Yes, Frederic, that's what you are. How... I can't believe what adult I am. What the hell was I saying? Service me, Elise? What the bloody hell was that? What was I thinking? I should have myself flogged. I'm such a fool. Oh, at least Frederic is reflecting on himself over it. It's not like that dense. Alright, cool. I knew that Elise had gone to Maison, but I didn't ask Franz to bring her to that. I could have gone anytime if that were the case. I only wanted to see her. I wanted to get to know her. So you do wanna try to get close to her, not just bang her and then just done. So why do you just say service me? Elise even tried to explain to me why she had been at mission, but I wouldn't listen. Perhaps she isn't that kind of girl after all. No, in fact, she can't be that kind of girl. Surely she despises me now. What was it that made me lose my mind in that instant? Let me guess, your lust and your teenage lust gotten over you. I know, it was her music. Her piano was so beautiful, so captivating, that at that moment I lost myself. I wanted her to belong only to me. I wished to own her. Body, mind, and soul. That's a bit, I don't know, like, possessive? I desired her. She was every bit as heavenly as I had imagined her to be. Elise. My lord, are you listening? Elise. Lord Frederic. I opened my eyes to see to the sight of my private tutor, unshapely face a foot away from mine. His two thick eyebrows contorted above his too fleshy nose. I thought it would be his butler. Oh well. Alice's beautiful face returns as soon as I close my eyes again. There, that's better. Oh, come on. Lord Frederic. What? It takes incredible self-control not to break this man's nose this very instant. He backs away and sits down on the chair across from me. I'm sorry, my lord, but you haven't been responding to my questions. I was checking to see if you had fallen asleep. I wish I had, you bulbous frog of man. Aristocrats are too important to be allowed to attend public schools. Therefore, every morning a series of tutors come to our house to teach me privately. What do you mean by too important to be allowed to attend public schools? So you cannot attend like the conservatoire even if you wanted to, huh? As I was saying, because magicians unleash magic from their hands, arm exercises have been known to improve magicians' ability to cast stronger magic spells. They build the arm's physical endurance to withstand the... Right, now I'm supposed to be studying practical magic, a subject that I normally enjoy because it isn't boring like magical science and its endless theories. Unfortunately, today I'm not in the mood to study anything. My mind keeps coming back to Elise. What should I do now? What will I say the next time I see her? Will I even see her again? I heard she ended up being Franz's research assistant, so I may have a chance to meet her again. Maybe I could go to the conservatoire and pretend to look for Franz. But what would I be looking for him for? Why would the great Lord Frederic Godwin need to meet with a simple student? His research project is the obvious answer, but... No, that'd be too strange. I don't even understand the damn project in the first place. Besides, I have nothing to do with the project, and my dispassion for compassion is legendary. And even if I could see Elise, what would I say to her? Hi Elise, how are you doing? She would scream that I was a pervert. Either that or she would ignore me, so going to see Franz would be a waste of my time. There's no tricking my way into a confrontation here. There's only one way to make amends. I've got to apologize to Elise. I must tell her I'm sorry. Wow! Be the better man, yes! Frederic, that is actually the right thing to do. But how? Say I'm sorry for what happened that day, and I shouldn't have jumped to conclusions and just forget about it, blah. How do I apologize to her if I don't know how to meet her again? I see. Which is why many professional soccer players incorporate physical exercises in addition to magic practice into their training. Furthermore, what did you say? I beg your pardon? Please repeat what you just told me, the exact sentence. Many professional soccer players incorporate... That's it! You're a damn genius! What? I rise up from my chair with my finger pointed at my tutor's fat, pock-marked nose. What? By the way, please mind your language, my lord. Your father would be angry if he heard that. That's it! Soccer! Ha 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 ha! My lord? My lord, is something wrong? Au contraire, something is right. When is my next soccer match? That would be tomorrow evening, my lord. Oh, you invite Franz and his assistant to... Elise, basically, to the match, and then you could meet her and be like, yo, how did I do? Make it this evening. What? I'm going out. You work on rescheduling my match. I rush out of the room without waiting for a reply. My lord, there's still an hour before you can have your break. And you can't just reschedule your match like that. What about your opponent? I usually have one of our chauffeurs drive me around town, but before I realize it, I'm already outside the house, so I just flagged down a taxi carriage. Take me to the Conservatoire d'Ouverture. Dogs, and more dogs. Once I arrive at the Conservatoire, I quickly head to the main building. Still feels kinda weird, don't you think? I mean, actually now that I think about it, going there to see Franz and talk about his research will make more sense than just rushing there and saying, hey, come to see my saucer match, right? I know, I mean, it feels even more out of place than before. Once I arrive at the Conservatoire, I quickly head to the main building, ignoring the gazes of students who are probably curious to see someone not wearing a student uniform. Now I just have to look for Franz. Elise is sure to be with him. Where am I supposed to start looking? I forgot how big the Conservatoire is. Must I check every room on every floor? I walk around randomly, inspecting the faces of every male student in the vicinity. Couldn't you just ask? You know he's with Professor Johann Pohl, so you could also ask for Professor Johann Pohl. Or you can just ask for Franz Byron. I'm pretty sure he's quite, popular in some sense. Sometimes I open the door to see the confused faces of the students in class before closing again. I'm starting to get tired. I've been doing this for a full 10 minutes. I stride over to a group of students. You there, any of you know Franz Byron? Yes, ask someone. Franz Byron? I don't think I do. Nope, never heard of him. His name sounds familiar, but I don't remember where I've heard it. They're not helping, so I'll find another student. Why not ask for Professor Johann Pohl? And then ask Professor Johann Pohl for Franz. You know they're together, you saw them together. Franz Byron? Oh, he's that famous student from the Department of Magical Science. Where you can find him? Sorry, I don't personally know him. And another. Franz Byron. Isn't he the student who is doing research under Professor Pohl? Maybe you can find him if you look for Professor Pohl. Exactly. These peasants, they just give me a simple answer. Well, you don't expect everyone in school to know each other. I mean, if I go to school and someone says, hey, do you know this guy named Fred? I'm like, Fred? Who's Fred? And then if I do know him, I'm like, oh yeah, he's from, like, class 8, but I just don't hang out with him. So I just know him. I spend the next 10 minutes asking around for Franz, but no one seems to know exactly who he is or where he is. One just told you to look for Professor Pohl, right? Doesn't this dog have any friends? No. Finally, I find a girl who seems to know Franz. Is it Aretha? Yep, it's her. Franz? Yes, I know Franz. Why are you looking for him? Ah, could you perhaps be Frederic Godwin? How did you know me? Franz told me that his research is being funded by Lord Godwin thanks to the Lord's son, Frederic. So he does have a friend. Do you know where I can find him? I don't think he has any classes right now. So he must be at Magic Systems Laboratory. He's always there when he doesn't have classes. And where do I find this Magic Something's Laboratory? How about I show you? Good, let's go. Oh, by the way, my name is Aretha Blyton. Nice to meet you, Frederic. I bet he just doesn't care. It's Lord Frederic, woman. It's nice to meet you too. Let's go. Okay, this way. I follow the girl to the laboratory where Franz is said to be. The occasion of my first visit to a laboratory is marked by the curious sight of Elise casting heel on a chipped ceramic cup, next to which Franz is standing with some kind of measuring tool in his hands. Hey Franz, Elise! Hey, why are you here? Hi, Aretha. I'm sorry, I can't. That eye on Franz's face. Alright, at least you should kind of have that eye, but it's a bit different. Elise seems to have noticed me, and then Franz does too. Oh, Frederic, hello. As suspected, Elise still doesn't want to talk to me. She won't even look me in the eyes. So how is the research going? Franz holds the ceramic cup in front of his face and inspects it. Still working on it. Okay. At least she's still casting her eyes sideways, still avoiding me. This is awkward. No use, I speak to Franz instead. I want to invite you to my saucer match this evening. Saucer match? You play saucer? Yes, of course I play saucer. I'm the best player in Overture. Whoa, I've never watched a soccer match. Elise timidly glances at me, briefly opens her mouth, but then looks away again. Elise, do you know soccer? No. I see. She's going to ask what soccer is. It's a magic sport. It's very interesting. I would be delighted if all of you could come and watch my match. I can come too? Wow, thanks. But this evening, huh? This is so sudden. I haven't told my mom. You don't have afternoon classes today, do you? Just go home earlier and tell her I can... Wait, just go home earlier and tell her I can take Elise to the stadium. Alright, but I think this is a good place to end it. Right, so finally! Frederic, you're making good move. Okay, come on. Yeah, good on you, buddy. For a second there, I thought you were gonna be a dope. I mean, you even admitted to it, so I guess you redeemed yourself. Still rooting for you, Frederic, just don't do anything else stupid. But that is it for this episode, so leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and follow me on Twitter at DMindGaming. If you have enjoyed, then I hope to see you again in the next episode.